So how's it going, everybody? So today I'm going to make a new Zoom meeting, and this is because I want to make sure that you catch up with the latest updates of what happened with the expert advisor. And many things happened in the past week. So as you know, we started two accounts, and the first one is a $10,000 account. So, oh God, $10,000. And the goal for this account was to trade with a risky mode where we would have used 0.01 lots every 1K, okay? Meaning that this account was meant to be for 0.10 lots as starting point. Now, what happened with this account is that in the past week, we managed to make a total of $3,900, maybe $3,950. And that means that we have made a 39% return of investment, okay? Which is really good. 39% in 1 week is actually an outstanding performance, but it didn't just happen without any risk. In fact, I mentioned many times in the videos that I uploaded in the past few days that the risky account was in fact really risky. Now, this week we faced a situation where things did go against us, meaning that at some point we had a drawdown of, I would say, 50 to 60%. Now, this is huge. This is not a comfortable situation to invest in. But as I said in the video where I started talking about what we could have done with this EA, I even told you that the idea was to make different accounts, starting with a risky account, with a PAMM account, and then moving the profits eventually to another account that was safer. Now, just for comparison, I'm going to add as well the details of what happened with the safe account. Now, the safe account was also $10,000, but this time it was 0.01 lots every 10K, meaning that in fact, the account itself made, opened just 0.01 as starting point, 10 times lower than the risky one. This is gonna change the way we're gonna perform. And in fact, instead of making 39% and $3,950, I believe that we made about 350, 340, 320, well, that range. So we actually made about 3.5% during the week. Also, the drawdown was lower compared to the drawdown we had in the other account. We had a draw, I'm sorry about the dog, but we had a drawdown of 5%, I believe. And this is actually really acceptable. It's really acceptable because the situation, I'm sorry, I'm gonna just be back in a second. Okay, I'm back. So the situation that happened in our testing happened only once in the past 2 months. So this is the second time that it happened in the time span of 2 months. So it means that this is a kind of a rare situation that might happen to an account. But still, the safe accounts handle it very good. We had a 5% drawdown. I'm not saying that this is the maximum drawdown you can expect when you trade with a safe account. However, you shouldn't really go much more than this. And I'm really confident to say that the safe account is really actually safe. Now let's talk about the other account, the real account. So we started the real account with $480. Now this account has been traded in an aggressive way. And the way we were adding lots to these accounts was that we were adding 0.01 every 1K. But in fact, we actually did more than this, because at some point we had $1,200. And when we had $1,200, we actually step up to 0.02, okay, lots. And as you can see, this is actually really risky. And in fact, when there was the situation that I just explained before, the account was at 60% drawdown as well. Now, the account went from 1,200 to $2,500 last week. So I doubled up in a week. And again, this is something that I would recommend only to the people that are really into making money quickly, but with expectation of not being safe. Because at some point I didn't feel safe at all. The account, I'm gonna just check real quick my MT4. So the account, all right, let me see. All right, history, last month. Okay, so we actually made a deposit of $480 and profit of $2,164. Everything I'm saying now is not just numbers that I just give randomly, because everything has been documented through my FX book. I've been posting all sorts of screenshots, and yeah, this is actually what happened. So we decided to withdraw the money, in fact. So we cashed out $2,645, okay? Now, the reason we did this is because you have multiple solutions when you trade using this account, this expert advisor, and one of them is decide the currency. Now, this account was a dollar currency account, and what I'm going to be doing next week is going to be to create a new account with, okay, so it's going to be a new account that's going to be 2,000 pounds. Now, the reason why choosing between pounds, euros, USD, CAD, or whatever currency you might like or live in, is that no matter what is going to be the currency, is going to make a fixed amount. So let's assume that we expect a 7.5% daily. Well, that's based on the safe account. Actually, not the safe account, but the risk account. Now it's going to make 75. If it's going to be 75 euros, $75, or 75 pounds, well, the only difference is that 75 pounds is going to be more than $75. In fact, it's going to be, I believe, maybe 30–40% more. So this is going to be the route. Again, I've been already explaining that this specific account is at risk. I'm willing to take the risk, and there is a chance that it's not going to survive for another 1, 2, or 3, or 5, maybe a month, or maybe it's going to do it. But the point is that I'm not expecting this account to be something that's going to work for the long run. In fact, the only reason why I'm doing this, well, actually there are 2 reasons. The first reason is that I wanted to prove people that if you go aggressive, it might still work, but that was not the point. The point is that if you're not going to go aggressive, and if you're going to go safe, if this can handle the situation that he handled with this type of risk, when you're going to go safe, you shouldn't be really worried about it. And in fact, this is going to reflect on the number I just showed you. Now, the 2 accounts that you see on the top, the risky one and the safe one, they just pretty much show the details, and they're going to explain to yourself why the safe one is actually a safe option. So I'm gonna stop the 2 accounts, so the demo accounts, because there are no points. There are no points on keep running them, and it's just gonna be a waste of space in the VPS. Definitely, we're gonna keep you posted with the real account. Now, let's talk about real quick, about the future. As I maybe mentioned already this, but the PAMM account is not really a good solution because we would have need at least $10,000 to make it work. And unfortunately, the following base is not big enough, and so we most likely are not going to reach this type of results. I mean, we're not going to reach the target, so we're not going to reach $10,000. So it's kind of pointless to do that. And the broker that offers the PAM account was going to give us a 30% profit share to the manager that we were really, really interested in sharing out with that with people that were referring other people. And here comes the what we're gonna do now about this EA. We already sold them, some of them, and that happened in the past few weeks. And this was not to the community that follows me, but to investors that are elsewhere, and they're doing pretty well. Anyways, I decided to go for a discount price, and this is going to be only for a few license. And the reason for that is because I most likely reached the limit of my knowledge on how to upgrade this. We had several ideas that are going to make this EA even better. And in fact, the next updates that are going to coming up are going to make this EA maybe one of the best in the industry, because besides the fact that it's going to perform better in drawdown, it's going to make even more profits. So as I said, what we're going to do is that this weekend, and only this weekend, we're going to sell up to 10 license. Each license is going to be at 500 euros. And this is a really discounted price because, in fact, the actual price of this is going to be about 3,000. And once we're going to sell these 10 license, we're not going to sell any, just because it's pointless, because we're going to get enough money for us to to update the server, not the server, but the script. And I want to reward the people that are actually going to help us in this stage, because definitely I can keep spending money myself, no problem. But since now there is an audience, I see there are people that are interested in this. Now is the best time for them to do it. Okay, I have a question. So the question that I got is, can we all already here join funds to raise the 500? Because most of us won't have all the 500 each, because we will need money for trading, please. And we will make profit. Okay, I understand it. Okay, so I understand your question. So, and I actually want to address this question because it's an important question. Now, here's the thing. If for you, $500 is a big deal, okay? And you're gonna deposit $500 on your account. Now, this account is I'm gonna assume that you're gonna go for the risky one. The risky one, you actually have a very good chance that you're gonna lose the money. So I'm not gonna say that you shouldn't do it, because you should do whatever you want. I'm just saying that your money is gonna be a risk, and if you can't afford to lose the $500 or $1,000, if you're gonna go in risky mode, definitely don't go for this route. Just go for the safe mode. You're gonna make way less. You're gonna make 16-15% in a month, but at least you're not gonna risk the money. So I don't want people to go YOLO like I do, because I can afford to lose this $2,000. I can't afford to lose 10,000 or 20,000, but I can afford to lose 2,000. And so I wouldn't recommend people that can't afford, 500 bucks to actually go for this right now. And maybe the best solution would be for you to wait. And I will even tell you when, because the next step is going to be going to the second, let's say the second opt-in opportunity, and it will be most likely in August when the new update is going to be released. And in this time, instead of having your funds in trading by yourself, maybe there will be the PAMM account at this stage. And if you don't have money, that's going to be the best option for you. Not because you don't have money to purchase, okay? That's not the thing. You don't have money to risk, okay? So statistically wise, I can tell you that I've been checking this for the past few months, and the burnout situation happens once a month, sometimes even 2 times in a month. And to me personally, happens only once that I burned an account. And it was, I believe, a $800 account. It was a damn account, in fact, that one. And I burned the account because I was trading with 0.01. So I can guarantee that if you're gonna start with $500, you must go for the safe account, meaning you should have open a cent account and go for it. So I don't want people to lose money. That's not the purpose of this. If I was not sure enough that this is not going to work, I wouldn't even started making videos again. The reason why I'm doing videos again, and the reason why I'm starting to make a new community, is just because I'm really confident that this EA is actually doing well. Now, it's an amazing feeling. I've been trading for the past 10 years. You guys know me since the past 3-4 years, maybe. And this is the first time ever that I experienced something this way, meaning that you don't have to do nothing. And the expert advisor take care of the most, let's say, annoying part of trading. So it's going to take all the stress out of you. It's going to take the time that you have supposed to take in there. It takes the discipline. It takes everything. And basically my job is just to check my phone. And pretty much when I wake up in the morning, I usually wake up with $20, $40 more in the account. And when I go to sleep, I usually go to sleep with 75, 150 bucks, even more, because 3 days ago, the bot made 300 bucks. And yesterday he made, I believe, $800 in one day, which is crazy. I understand, because for the account size, but again, the goal is supposed to be that you're gonna grow safe and eventually you're gonna have great results. And as I said, I experienced this at the first time because I never seen an expert advisor making money. I never saw one. I tested it. And again, if you are one of the people that are following me, even though I haven't uploaded video recently, you know that I've been talking really bad about EAs. And now I have to take it back, because in fact, there is a way to make an EA work. I'm even gonna tell you, it's not gonna be a secret, but basically the idea is that instead of focusing on making the EA working on a specific strategy, you need to make the EA work on money management. And this is what is going to make the EA work. And this is what in the past months we've been trying to achieve. And yeah, as I said, in the coming up months, I would say a couple of months, there will be big updates, and it's going to make this thing even better. And it's going to take time, it's going to take funds, it's going to take testing, it's going to take a lot of things, but we're going to make it. And the only I mean, the last thing I can tell you is that right now you can be parts of this thing for a really cheap price. In the future, I'm not sure if I really want to keep going, just because for me, the most important part is to create a community. But if I see that there is no, I mean, if I see that there are not type of improvements on the community, I will not keep making this. So for now, you have the chance to actually do something about it. In the future, I'm not sure. In fact, I started a new YouTube channel. I have 11 subscribers. My old YouTube channel is not doing well because I understand I've been away for 2 years, and I understand that people, meanwhile, maybe moved on, or, from trading or whatever is the reason. For me, this has to be entertaining for me and entertaining for people, because if this become something that I don't feel like to do it, I will just stop to do it. But definitely, I'm not gonna stop making this expert advisor to evolve. And I really hope to start a community, even if it's gonna be small, that is gonna actually be using this EA and maybe giving me feedbacks. Okay, so I'm not sure if there's any question. If there are no questions, okay, there's one maybe. Okay, so the question was about, again, the money, but the money, listen, I'm really, my concern for you is that, eh, you know, you might really have problems, and I don't want people I don't want people to lose money with EZA. And definitely, we're gonna talk about it in private about it, but I don't want people to, if you can't afford it, please don't do it, because this is fun for people that can go safe. Okay, if you're gonna YOLO this, it's not gonna be fun. Okay, it's not gonna be fun. I'm not sure if you guys have any question, but if you don't, I'm pretty much done with this meeting. I said everything I had to say, and definitely I'm happy about the performance. I'm happy about the ideas we have to make this grow even more. And yeah, looks like we are all good. So I really thank you for your time. And Samit, do you have something to say?
I have actually, sorry, I actually lost in between. I was on a call.
Oh, okay. Well, luckily this is
So about the EAs, I do have some experience.
here.
Yes, this will be recorded, so I can catch up later on. But some
Yeah.
things maybe I can share with you, say about the for us to gain back the trust and everything from people. They might need to see the results that we give them, right? And I think the best way to get it is the presentation that we might have for them to understand and grab this thing quickly. And that will totally depend upon the research, or how more we can test out this EA and get better results on that. So like, did you try this like it works on like Forex, or it works on commodity indices? How does it work,
This EA works on
this EA?
specifically on Euro USD. I
Euro USD, good. So that is like low spread, mostly active.
the spread is not really important. And I'm not sure if you checked out the demo account. Have you checked the demo account?
I
Post in the
Be
group?
frank, yeah, I did not. I did not. I did not.
Okay, so basically in the past week, there were
Also,
the accounts that I started to talk in the beginning, both of them, I shared the details on the group, and people could have just logged in and checked the way it was working. So this has been already something that we shared to people. And, I believe the best way to make something like this to work for, maybe to get people interested is eventually to have results. And so far, the results never, they were not a problem at all. And very soon, I believe,
With EA,
yeah,
yes, like with EA, the only things that matter is the drawdown, the time, investment required, right? That's the three main things that we need to get to understand an EA. How much time does it take?
yeah. Okay,
What will be the return in that particular time? And
so okay, so let's talk about it. In the safe mode, you're supposed to make 16% a month currently. I'm talking about what the robot can do now, but currently can do 16% a month, and you can expect a drawdown of 25-30% currently. Okay, and it doesn't matter really the amount of money you need to invest, because you can just go for the cents account route, and you can even trade with $100 if you're happy. If you're happy to make 16% out to $100, you can do it. Now if you want to go aggressive, the drawdown can really, the Gracie account, the one that I was just talking about, that made $3,150 in this week, the drawdown is basically more than 100%, meaning that you can potentially burn your account. And about the return is going to be about 160% a month. Now, this is something that people, they just need to understand. They need to figure out what I believe the main problem with people is that they have expectation and possibilities. So what can you afford to do? Can you afford to put $100,000 and make, I don't know, $16,000 a month, with 16%? Would that make you happy? Yes, definitely. Your risk, not much. But then most of people can't afford to deposit $100,000, or they can't even afford to deposit $10,000. And believe me, with $10,000, if you make 16% in a month, in a couple of years, you're gonna be really good financially. So definitely my problem when I'm gonna be talking about with people is that if people have false expectation of what they want with not financial possibilities, it's gonna be a trouble. Because if you have, and that's why I was talking to now the person making this question, because if you have $500, don't expect to make a lot of money without risking. You can deposit $500. You can go in a risky mode. You can make a lot of money, because I started myself an account the 9th. We're talking about 18 days ago. 18 days ago. And he went, and you can see here, from $480 all the way up to $2,645. He made $2,164. And in fact, I'm going to tell you more, because the Friday before, I even traded, I didn't count that because the account actually started with 400 and he made about 60 pounds. Okay. So he actually made more, but it doesn't really matter. I was willing to take the risk, and now I'm at $2,600, and I'm willing to keep risking with this account. And eventually, the money will be so interesting for me that I'm not going to willing to risk anymore. But every day, when I go to sleep and when I wake up during the day, every time of the day, I know that this is not a safe option. I take my risk, and it's fine for for me. So to answer your question, drawdown is important, the budget is important, and the actual return of investment expected is important. But then if you want to become rich in a short period of time, no matter what you do, you're going to need an equity that is going to be equivalent of your expectation. So I'm telling you, you want to be safe? Yes. All right. go for, I mean, it doesn't matter for how much you go, but just expect that you're gonna make 16% every month. And expect to have, well, let's say 30% drawdown in the really, really, really bad market situation. So in my
So I want to know, like, does this EA, like you are able to test this on like the signal tester? This is for like MT4 or MT5?
it's currently working on MT4.
So like, can you do a test run in MT4 with like historical data, like for 1 or 2 months? Let's say we had this, like, war in Ukraine in like February, right?
Yeah.
So in those kind of conditions, like let's say we run the test from January till now. So have you run the testing for like 1 month or 2 months, that if in a span of 1 month for a Euro USD pair, how did the EA react in those situations? How did it manage the risk and everything? What was the drawdown? What was the
Okay.
output and everything?
So this is what happened. The worst. Okay, so the worst situation happened. I don't remember. I think it was early April, maybe, when Euro USD made a 300 pips drawdown. I mean, 300 pips push down without retracement, and 300 pips is quite a lot. And this account survived with 30% to the drawdown. So I don't expect any worse situation in this. And this is why I'm telling you, this is most likely the worst situation that will happen. Because Euro USD is not one, and it's not one pair that's gonna make huge spikes down, like for example, GBP can do,
Right.
So the only
And this is like
the only problem I have is that for some reason, I'm not sure why, I keep using Octafx, and Octafx after a while it deletes the demo account. In fact, I had a few demo accounts even running recently. I'm not sure if I shared these accounts, but now currently in my Octafx account, I only have these two. So
no, that's fine. See what you can do instead. See, whenever you have a demo account, you make the EA run through the signal tester, right?
the signal
Let's say you got this.
the signal
Yes.
the signal tester is just is nonsense. It doesn't work like
Oh, is it like that?
huh?
Is it like that? I didn't know about it.
It doesn't. I'm not sure why, but I tried many times, and for some reason the signal tester and the real
Market.
yeah, the real market, he opens the trades in different positions, so it doesn't really make sense. I don't know why, but it's not the same thing. And this is why I got tricked in the past. I got tricked in the past because many people were just running the EA in the in the MT4 signal robot tester, EA tester, and they were showing that we starting with $1,000, they were going to be making millions of dollars in years. But then when you were actually making the thing work on the market, it was going straight to blow the account. So I don't trust that. What I trust, in fact, is just see the market. The market. I just trust to see a real EA attached to the market and see what it does. I don't mind to keep the other demo accounts going for all the time. For the time that I'm gonna have my real accounts going, because anyway, the VPS is paid, so it's not a big deal. So I can keep them going, even if it's pointless to me, because I believe that I understand that 1 week is not good enough, but I've been making videos in the past month showing results on YouTube, and everything that I show is on my FX book, and the account is a real account, so it's not a demo account. And yeah, I'm gonna tell you this real quick because in 4 minutes I'm gonna get, there's not more time for this. But it happened recently to me that somebody just wanted to talk to me. This person was just telling me about how amazing his IA was, and this person definitely was coming from the group, and it was like, okay, my EA is great and whatever. And when I asked him to show, proof and stuff, definitely he refused to make any type of demo account. He shared a fake screenshot of my FX book, and he didn't want to share the link because my FX book screenshots he made was just a Photoshop. I don't mind sharing mine. In fact, I'm gonna do it. In fact, I'm gonna share the link of my FX book so everybody can see that this is legit, that I didn't make any screenshots and then Photoshop them. You can see yourself. You're gonna see that the EA make 300% in just 3 weeks. So, well, unfortunately, yeah, nothing. My point is that it's really difficult to find good EAs, and it's really difficult. And there are some of them, but they cost like 10,000, 15,000, 30,000, and you can actually see in the MT4 markets. And they work, I believe, because they actually make good results. They make 2-3% monthly. People are happy with that. But if you pay 30,000, 20,000 for a EA, you can definitely afford to deposit maybe $100,000 and be happy with your 2%. Now, unfortunately, I need to wrap up this Zoom meeting just because there's no more time left. I believe I explained everything. So there's nothing more really to say at the moment. But I really appreciate everybody's time here. And I hope people in the group are going to watch this video eventually. And yeah, thank you for your time, guys. And I will talk to you soon. Right. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.